Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1331, and today's topic is the power of neuroplasticity in hearing and learning. If you remember, I have already delivered two lectures on hearing and how the sound wave can change the brain activity and how it can activate after changing into electricity, that is electrical impulses. Now here I am going to discuss the role of neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is playing very important role, and there are a lot of recent research publications, and these publications are indicating that how our brain, which is having elastic in nature, which can be molded, and it behaves like a soft plastic, and it can be reshaped, redesigned, and naturally our brain is soft and it is muddy like material, and that condition or structure of brain where it can be rewired, it can be reprogrammed, and because of this remolding, reshaping, redesigning, we can learn a lot of new skills, we can learn a lot of new things, we can go for a lot of new activities. This condition is called neuroplasticity, and neuroplasticity has opened new door for a lot of new information. And here the main role of sound wave is that, for example, if somebody has got heart attack or brain stroke or any brain injury where some of the portion of the brain is damaged, and once it happens, it is because of moldability or because of adaptability and because of soft nature where it can be reshaped. The other part of the brain, which is already active, will start rewiring and reprogramming and will take care of that portion, and slowly the injury with time will be recovered. So this reprogramming and rewiring is very, very important, especially in hearing. For example, if suppose somebody has lost hearing, so once that person has lost the hearing, means that central part of the brain which is receiving the electrical signal in the form of electricity, that is sound wave, is converted into electrical impulses, that will become inactive, and that inactivity means it will remain unproductive or non-functional. But maybe after some time, maybe after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, once with the help of some instrumentation, the powerful sound is injected in the internal air, and that internal air is sending the powerful electrical signals. That electrical signal again will start rewiring and reprogramming that portion of the brain which became inactive, non-functional because it was not receiving enough electrical signal, will start recovering. And slowly, it may take, according to their research publications, from 1 week to 6 weeks. And then that person will become slowly normal, and they will start recognizing different type of sound what it was lost. And here, for example, if somebody is having that sound loss, means he may not be hearing even the refrigerator or fridge very low intensity sound, or singing of the bird or air current or even the river water wave sound. But once it is rewired and reprogrammed, then the person will start hearing slowly once it is rewired and reconnected. And here, because of this neuroplasticity is the main reason. That's why we can learn new skill, we can be creative. For example, if suppose we are learning something either by sound wave or by reading, then new thing learning means there will be new connectivity of neuron cell and other neuron cell, and it will be weak unless you are repeating. That's why experience or revision is very important to make the neuron cell connectivity. If you repeat it several times and then slowly your connection neuron cell and other, that is called reconnectivity with other neuron cells, will become strong, and once it becomes strong, then you will not forget. For example, if you are learning bicycle, so first time when you will try, you will fall down. Again you will try, slowly you will. So that rewiring is going on in your brain, and several times when you are repeating, that rewiring getting strength time to time, and when it is very strong strength, then you will run the bicycle and you will not fall, and even you will be relaxed, because already in your brain, due to rewiring, due to neuroplasticity, it has already made strong with strength that rewiring. So rewiring, reprogramming, neuroplasticity, sound wave, and learning new things, they are all very much interlinked. So this is your brain inside 800 gram. It is simply protein, spongy mass, just like muddy mass which can be molded, or we can say it is a plastic type. Is a special type of protein, and this condition where it can be rewired or it can be reprogrammed, this property is called neuroplasticity. This is rewiring and reprogramming of the your brain cells, and it has shown that very complex rewiring is there, and lot of billions of neuron cells are involved in very complex rewiring connectivity, and that makes us to become more and more intelligent. Why it becomes done? Here in this image, it is shown how neuron cells, they are connected with each other, and that once they are connected, that is neuron cell connectivity, and that thread-like structure, once it is repeated, experience, that makes strength and very strong bonding between two neuron cells. So here I have written in the form of summary about the neuroplasticity, that is the power of neuroplasticity. Number one, naturally our brain is designed to be moldable, means the material that can be easily shaped into desired form. It is just like soft plastic or muddy mass which you can twist in any shape. For example, if one has a hurt stroke, then one part of the brain is damaged, and then other part of our brain can learn and can do all the tasks of damaged brain, and this property of our brain is called neuroplasticity, because once one part is damaged, the other part is ready to rewire, reconnect, and reprogram to do the task for the dead brain. Number two, when we lose some of the hearing, the corresponding part of our brain which now has no input. It is not getting input in the form of sound wave that is converted into electrical wave, and that brain is not getting, and if it is for long time, it becomes non-functional, corresponding part of our brain which now has no inputs from our ears. Then our brain is rewired. Rewired means to do other things. So that brain which is not getting enough input of our sound wave, which is converted into electrical wave, then it will rewire itself, reprogram itself, and it will start doing some other work. And it's no longer programmed to recognize those sounds. But with the help of hearing instruments, once that situation happens and you have some powerful hearing instrument that can amplify the sound wave, means it will increase the intensity of its wavelength, so it becomes powerful, and then the person may start receiving the input of a strong sound wave which is converted into a strong electrical wave to our brain. Then that part of the brain which was reprogrammed and rewired will start receiving and slowly recognizing, and it may take, according to latest research papers, 1 week to 4 or 5 weeks, so that slowly all the normal sound wave will be recognized, those sounds. But with the help of hearing instruments, according to recent research publications, brain takes 1 to 4 weeks and reprogramming begins to recognize the old sounds which we have been missing for many years. Number 3, what is neuroplasticity? Our brain neural connection, that is neural connections, can be reorganized through a process is called neuroplasticity. So once it is reorganized and through a process, that reorganization is called neuroplasticity. And the recent concept of neuroplasticity has become a lot of revolution. It has revolutionized our understanding of brain development and functions. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to new experience, new ability, and adaptability to allow our brain to learn new skills. That is the reason once your child is infant, is born, up to few months, he will not be having very strong neuroplasticity of the brain. Connectivity will not be there. That's why that child will not be very good in hearing, in learning and listening and connectivity. But slowly once he gets the sound wave, as a parent we are calling, we are making some musical sound or something, so he starts hearing and repeating several times, and then new connectivity, new rewiring, new reprogramming will start, and due to plasticity of the brain, that child will slowly learn lot of things. Then number 4, brain rewiring. When we learn something new, like music, sound, then our brain creates new connections. Your all learning is done by new connectivity, and new connectivity, new connection of neural cells, neuron cells is weak. That's why you have to repeat several times. You have to revisit. You have to review. And I have given you the example of cycle. Once you learn cycle and you are not practicing means that will make your brain neuron connectivity strong, and then it will remain in your memory. As we repeat, and neuron cells in this way is called synaptogenesis. This process of, that is brain rewiring, is called synaptogenesis. As we repeat and practice, it gives strength to connection. So now here next one, number say 5, the reprogramming of our brain for hearing. In the context of hearing, neuroplasticity makes our brain to learn and adapt to new sounds, even if we have hearing loss. That I have already told you that it is because of reprogramming and rewiring, and that property is called neuroplasticity. Once we have lost our hearing for many years, but with some new instrumentation where the sound wave is amplified, then slowly you can recognize all the sounds and everything will be normal. It is because of reprogramming, and that is because of neuroplasticity of the brain. We can hear and we can improve our sound recognition. Number 6, neuroplasticity empowers us to take control of our brain's development and adaptability. It can enhance brain ability to remember and adapt, is called cognitive function. So the cognitive function means that is to learn, to remember, to recognize, all together is called cognitive function. So the neuroplasticity plays very important role to maintain your brain power, brain function, that is called cognitive function and power, to remember, to recognize, and to learn the new things. That is due to, and neuroplasticity is called cognitive function. It can compensate injuries, diseases, disabilities by rewiring and reprogramming due to formation of neural connections. Reprogramming, rewiring of our brain can discover new skills and new abilities. So today, lot of research publications are coming on neuroplasticity role in our cognitive function of our brain. And before, it was our impression that our brain is not regenerative. Means if any portion is completely injured or damaged due to injury, due to stroke, due to some disease, then it is not possible to regenerate or recover. But this neuroplasticity is really has brought the new revolution to learn new thing, new skill, to recover from lot of injuries due to its rewiring and reprogramming. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.